Hey, what's up? It's Nathan Williams with Crazy Marketing. Now this video right here is a compilation of several videos that help make up the course that you're taking right now. Now to help you navigate through everything, I've provided timestamps down below in the description, so I recommend going, check out those timestamps, watching what's relevant to you. Let's get into it. In this section of the course, we're going to talk about follow-up funnels. So we're going to go ahead and set up some automations and things of that nature in this section of the course. But before we get into all that, we have to set up a third-party SMTP integration with ClickFunnels. So that's what we're going to do in this video here. So to do it, we come up to our profile and account settings, and we want to go to email integration SMTP. And then we have set one up previously. We set one up a while ago, and we use the ClickFunnels SMTP service settings. And again, this is only for transactional emails. So basically order receipts, information on how to access an account. Basically anytime somebody does something like buy or request something, that's like a transactional email. But if you want to send marketing emails, you need to use a third-party integration. And since we're going to be doing marketing emails, we need to set up that third-party integration. And so to get started, we need to do add email integration. So select this option here. And last time we did transactional only, but this time we're going to do transactional and marketing. And it says we got to use a third-party integration. So click into here. And so ClickFunnels gives us a couple tutorials. I'll link to it in the course notes. For different services you could go ahead and integrate with. And they also give you some tips and tricks to make sure that you have the best deliverability possible. But the services that they have some tutorials on are Amazon SES, MailGun, Mandrill, and SendGrid, and SparkPost. So they got those five services, I think, that they have instructions for and you can follow along with. You can integrate other SMTP servers or services as well if you know what you're doing. But these are like recommended, right? And in our video, we're going to use MailGun. And the reason we're going to use MailGun is because it offers a flex plan, which is pay as you go. So the other platforms, like you got to pay like a monthly fee, and then you also pay for what you use and stuff like that. Whereas MailGun, you just pay for what you use and that's it. So that's why I like it, especially if you're not sending, tens of thousands of emails or hundreds of thousands of emails or something like that. That MailGun's a great option, and why we're going to set it up in this video. Now, before I set up my MailGun account, I need to do something real quick. I'm going to go over to Namecheap, which is my domain registrar. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the training. Real quick, I have a special offer that I want to present to you where you can get a digital copy of my book as well as an audio copy. Plus, I'm giving away 20 pre-written emails that make your email writing a piece of cake. And finally, I have a 7-figure funnel. It's the first funnel that I built that generated over 7 figures for a small business, and it includes training on how to actually set up the funnel. If you're interested in that, plus several other bonuses, link in the description down below, or there'll be a link in the little box up above here. So if you're interested, check it out. Back to the training. And basically I need to set up an email address on my domain name so that way I can validate my domain and things of that nature. So you may have already done this. You may already have a domain registered. You may already have an email account associated with your domain, and you might be good to go, and you can kind of fast forward through this section. But if you don't have an email address on your domain name, you need to create one. So you could use like G Suite or something like that and connect your account. Or what I'm just going to do is a simple forward, so email redirect, and that way, like if somebody sends an email to my @cfcoursv4.com domain, so like admin or Nathan @cfcoursv4.com, I can get that email and validate my email address. So I'm going to add a catch-all real quick and just send it to my Nathan plus CF course V4 @crazyimarketing.com email address. So that'll be my email address for my domain here. So any email sent to anything @cfcoursv4.com will go to my email inbox so I can validate my domain. All right, so just wanted to point that out real quick. Again, you probably already have your emails set up and configured, but if you haven't, that's how you do that. Now I can go to start sending and create my account. Now I'm going to fill out this form real quick. And I am going to go ahead and add in my payment information right now. I do believe you need to add it in order to send emails, so might as well do it while we're here. Again, it's pay as you go, so they're not going to charge you until you start sending emails anyway, so not that big of a deal. All right, so now I have to go ahead and activate my account to start sending emails, and they sent a email to that email address. So the good thing I set that up so that way I could go ahead and verify my account. And so here's my email right here. So of course I'm actually going to copy this link since I'm in a secret browser or incognito window. And then I guess I got to verify my phone number too, so let me do that. All right, so very cool. My account is now active. So now I need to go to the next step here and add a custom domain. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I do recommend reading these directions instead of just jumping into things. So we recommend using a subdomain with MailGun, like mg.yourdomain. Subdomain will be able to send emails from the blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So let's do that. mgcfcoursev4.com. It's US, create DKIM authority. Yeah, we'll do 1024, add domain. And now we need to go to our DNS provider to update our records. And they have some instructions on how to do that here. And they have some of the common providers. And also if you use Namecheap, then you can just follow along with me because I use Namecheap and this is how it's going to be applicable. All right, so it tells us what to do here. So we need a MG text record added with this information. So let me go ahead and copy this, go over to my Namecheap account, and I'm under Advanced DNS, and gonna do Add New Record, and it's a text record, and the host is MG, and then we throw that information in there and hit check. And so notice you only include the MG here. You don't copy your whole domain, otherwise things aren't gonna work. So if you're having issues connecting, make sure that you're only using the correct information. All right, then we've got to add another text record, and in this case, we've got to add K1 domain, and I want to include the MG here as well because the MG is not part of my normal domain, it's a subdomain. You remember I set that up on the previous page, so we still got to include it, but we don't include the whole CF course thing, right? All right, so anyway, text record, and we want to throw that information in here, and then we want to go ahead and grab this block of text and throw it in here and hit check. All right, so now it's recommending that we go ahead and update our MX records. Now there's a caveat to this. It could mess up your actual emails, like if you don't know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, I recommend skipping this section entirely. And I'm gonna skip it here because if I come into my Namecheap account and I try and update my MX records, I can't because I have email forwarding set up. So I couldn't update my MX records anyway. Like I'd have to do custom MX, and if I do that, then I won't be able to receive emails. So I'm just gonna skip this step. It is not needed to send emails. So if you don't know what you're doing, I'd skip the MX stuff. If you know what you're doing, go ahead and add it. And then finally we need the CNAME. So I'm gonna do CNAME is this email.mg. So let's go ahead and set that up real quick too. So CNAME, and then it's email.mg, and then we got our target here, and target, and check, and that should be it. Now when you do verify DNS settings, and we got 2 check marks, so we're almost there. We just need a check mark down here, and it could take between 24 to 48 hours for things to happen. Obviously, it can go a lot faster. It's been about 1 minute, and these 2 went through, so this other one should go through soon, I hope. Let me try it again real quick, and I'm gonna pause the video real quick and wait for this to come through. All right, so I hit verify again, and it forwarded me to this page, so it looks like it's set up correctly. If I come over here to domains, we see that I got a green check mark here, so great, this domain is verified and ready to use, so it worked, I guess. So cool. What I wanna go ahead and do now is SMTP. That's what we're connecting to ClickFunnels with, and it gives us some information right here. And then I'm going to follow along also with the ClickFunnels provided information to make sure that I do everything correctly. So let's go over to ClickFunnels now, and we can go ahead and fill this information out. So I'll do MailGun for the title of this integration. So from name, so just Nathan, and I'll do Nathan at cfcoursev4.com. And then we have SMTP server information. So let's see what the instructions say here. And it says to go ahead and throw in smtp.mailgun.org. So let me grab that information. And then it says for port, add this information. And then for user, should be postmaster@yourdomain.com. So let me come over here real quick and double check. So it does say postmaster at mydomain.com. So okay, we'll go with that. Then we got SMTP password, which is your MailGun generated password. So I'll go grab that information real quick and paste that in there. And then we got my SMTP domain, and let's see what that's supposed to be. So SMTP domain, this is domain that you verified. Only insert the domain, don't use www, HTTP, or HTTPS. So cfcoursv4.com. And then domain, what does that say? Domain within your ClickFunnels account, make sure it's verified, and SSL. Okay, so there we go. And then I gotta throw in my address information. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And it gives us a footer to go ahead and copy and paste. So we can go ahead and add that real quick and fill out the applicable information. And let's come back over here, and I could select it to be my default SMTP integration. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then it says to click verify email settings on the right hand side of your SMTP settings page. So let's come up here and do verify email settings, and hopefully it works. So email settings are good. We sent you a test email. Make sure you save your SMTP settings to enable sending. So let's come on down here, and I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch to enable this as my default SMTP integration, and then save SMTP integration. And also real quick, I just checked my email to make sure that I did get that test email, and we see that it did come through. This is just a test email to let you know your SMTP settings on ClickFunnels are verified and working. So cool, things seem to be working correctly. And that is it for this video. I just wanted to get this SMTP stuff set up real quick, make sure it's good to go. And now we can hop into the actual follow-up funnels, which is the cool stuff that we want to get into. In this video, we're going to go ahead and set up all the lists we need for our follow-up funnels, and then we're also going to integrate our funnel with those lists. And then in the next video, we could go ahead and set up some automations that handle the people on our various lists. So basically, how it works is we're going to have a different list for each step in our funnel, so that way we can kind of track people as they go through our funnel, and then do automations based off of where they are in our funnel. So let's go to follow-up funnels real quick and go to email lists, and I popped this up in a new tab so I can kind of keep track of my list that I'm setting up. So I'm going to do add new list, and I can go ahead and name my list. So the first one is lead magnet, and remember, we're doing shoes, even though it looks like I'm selling the sales funnel book here. We're doing a shoe coupon. That's what we're pretending to do. I renamed this funnel to shoe funnel, so pretend we're doing a shoe coupon. We're selling some red shoes, then we're selling some shoelaces, then we're selling some shoe cleaner. So it's shoe funnel, okay? Even though the images say otherwise. All right, so the first thing we want to go ahead and do is LM for lead magnet, and then shoe coupon. So that's what we're offering first, is a coupon for shoes. And we can go ahead and organize our list, and I recommend doing that based off of the funnel. So I'll call this the shoe funnel. So it's the shoe funnel. There's smart list option, and what this does is it creates a dynamic smart list that automatically adds or removes customers as they meet filters. So if you turn this on the next page, you can go ahead and set filters for when people are added to list and when people are removed from lists. And I think smart lists get really confusing really quickly. So I don't use them at all. I keep them as static lists, but if you want to go ahead and tinker with smart lists, by all means, check it out. You could probably do some pretty cool stuff with it, but I don't know. I like manually adding and removing people other than doing this. I don't know. It just, my mind can't wrap around smart lists well. Like, it just confuses me. But yeah, so you can still add and remove people from a static list, and smart list is like a super advanced thing, and you can figure that out if you want to. You definitely don't need it though. I don't use it, and I have no issues. Anyway, save and create new list. All right, so we have our first list created, and what I want to go do now is go back to email lists and add a new list. And the next one we have is the welcome and pre-sale page. I have nothing going on this page. I don't need to, add anybody to a list based off of their actions on this page. It doesn't really matter. But on the order form page, I have two actions. So we have the two-step order form, right? So when they fill out step 1 of our order form, we capture their contact information. So there's that list there. And then we also have a list of people that actually buy the product, right? So we have a purchase list as well. So we got two lists for this one page. So let's go ahead and set that first one up. So I'm going to call this one lead shoes. So this will be for the people that fill out step 1 of our two-step order form. And then I want this to be part of the shoe funnel. And I'm going to leave smart lists off and create new list. All right, cool. I'm going to go back to email lists now and add new lists. And then this one is going to be purchase shoes. And again, this will be my shoe funnel, create new list. All right, then we got OTO1 and downsell 1, and both of these are selling shoelaces, so I need a list for people that purchase shoelaces. So let's come back over to email lists and add new and purchase shoelaces. All right, cool, and we'll add the tag, create new list. And then OTO number 2 here is a shoe cleaning kit. And so I need to create a list for it as well. So I'm going to do email list and add new list. And then purchase shoe cleaner and group tag shoe funnel, create new list. And I'm going to go back to my list real quick. And so now you see I've created 5 lists real quickly. We have the shoe coupon list, so people that request the coupon for our shoes. We have lead lists for people that fill out step 1 of our 2-step order form. And then we have purchase shoes lists for people that actually buy the shoes from our 2-step order form. And then we have people that have purchased the shoelaces, and then people that have purchased the shoe cleaner. And then we can trigger automations based off of what lists people are on. So now let's go ahead and connect our funnel to these various lists. All right, so come back over here and we'll start at the top on the squeeze page, and we got to edit our pages. And we want to go to settings here and integrations, and I'm going to remove the current integration and add the new one. So this is going to be the ClickFunnels integration. It's called ClickFunnels Internal Actionetics. And we want to go ahead and add to a list, and we want to add to our shoe coupon list. All right, cool. Save. And then back out of here. And since I'm running 2 different variations on this particular funnel step, I need to edit both variations to set up my integration. So let's go to settings, integration. I'm going to remove the current integration because I was integrated to ActiveCampaign, but we're doing ClickFunnels now. So ClickFunnels, and I want to go to add to list, and this is again a shoe coupon list. So save, and we'll go back. And then nothing on welcome and pre-sell, but we got stuff going on the order form page, and I got to go ahead and edit my page. And I want to go to settings and integration and remove this integration and add a new one. ClickFunnels, Actionetics, add to list. And then I want to add to the list lead shoes. So this section here, this email integration section, is for step 1 of my 2-step order form. So whatever I put in here is when somebody submits step 1. And we'll do the purchase in just a second. So that's step 1. It's done in integrations. And then step 2 is when they purchase, and to do the purchase one, we come up to our products and we edit our product, and we come to follow-up actions here, and we want to integrate with ClickFunnels internal. We want to add to list, and we want to add to our purchase shoes list, and save and next, and save and close. All right, cool. Then we got OTO number 1. And we'll come to products, and we got to edit this product. So same concept, follow-up actions. We want to integrate with ClickFunnels internal, add to list. And again, this is the shoelaces. So if they purchase the shoelace product, we want them added to that list, right? I'm just do save and close. And then we got downsell 1. And this is again is shoelaces, just we're offering a special pricing deal on it, but same product. So follow-up actions, and ClickFunnels internal, add to list, and shoelaces, save and close. And then last step, we got OTO number 2 here, and products, and edit, and follow-up actions, and ClickFunnels internal. And then we want to add to list, and we want to add to list purchase shoe cleaner, save and close. All right, very cool. So we've gone ahead and integrated all of our steps and our products with the various lists. So now let's go ahead and just test it real quick. We want to make sure that it is working. So I'm going to copy this link here, and I'm going to go over to Edge. So I'm going to hold different browser. Hopefully nothing's cached And I'm opening a new private window, and we're gonna go through this together real quick to make sure it seems to be working. All right, so here's step one, and here they should be added to my lead magnet shoe coupon list, right? So we'll do name, Nathan, and this will be, I don't know, test 4. So Nathan plus test 4 at crazyimarketing.com. And we're gonna go get guide. All right, so now I should have a contact on my lead magnet list. So let's go back over to ClickFunnels real quick and go to my list. And let me go ahead and refresh it real quick and see what happens. All right, so it's still saying 0 here. Let me click into it. Sometimes ClickFunnels is a little slow on their reporting front-end stats. And we can see right here that it did come through and be added to this list. So it looks like it's working. It's just the reporting on this front page is a little slow. So no big deal, just a little bug or whatever, something to be aware of with ClickFunnels. All right, so let's come back to my funnel. All right, nothing should happen on this step here. However, on this order form page, we should have that person added to 2 lists. So we got my contact information already, and then I can add my address and go to step 2. And when I hit that go to step 2, it should have pushed my contact information into that list called lead shoes. So let's head back over to ClickFunnels and see if my contact information was added to that list. And let me refresh my page again real quick, and still nothing showing up here, but let's click in and see if it's actually been added, and we see there it is. So there I am on my lead shoes list, so that's looking good. Let me go to my purchase shoes list, make sure I'm not there. Okay, so I'm not there yet, and that's because I haven't purchased the shoes, so that makes some sense. So things seem to be working correctly at this point in time. So let's go ahead and buy these shoes real quick, make sure that this works. Okay, and complete order. And let's go back to ClickFunnels and make sure I'm added to the purchase shoes list. We'll refresh this page. Still no stats update, but hopefully this is updated. And it hasn't updated yet either. Either that or things are broken. Let's give it a second and refresh it. And there we go. It just took a few seconds to come through the system, but there I am on my purchase shoes list. All right, a couple more list things to check. Want to make sure it's all good to go. I'm going to say no here, which should bring me to my downsell page. I'll say yes here, which should add me to my purchase shoelaces list. And just for the sake of time, instead of going back and forth a whole bunch, I'm going to add myself to my purchase shoe cleaner list too. So I purchased all 3 products, and I've requested a lead magnet, so I should be on all 5 lists. So let's head back over to ClickFunnels and just double check to make sure I am on all 5 lists. So I'll go to my email list here. I'll go ahead and refresh it real quick, and oh, look, the numbers have updated. So maybe every 5 or 10 minutes or something like that, they run the numbers and update the system. So we see I've been added to the shoelaces list. Looks like at least my count went up. So there I am under that list, and then I should be on this list too, and here I am on that list. So it looks like my integrations are set up, and as people go through the funnels, they'll be added to the appropriate lists. In the next video, we're going to set up some basic automations to help pull people through the funnel, deliver a receipt, things of that nature. All right, so in this video, we're going to go ahead and set up a basic automation where somebody opts in for the lead magnet, that shoe coupon. We're going to send them the shoe coupon, and then we're also going to send them emails trying to get them to buy the shoes. If they buy the shoes, we're going to stop sending them emails that are trying to sell the shoes, right? So we're going to do that in this automation, or set up another automation that sends them a purchase successful or purchase confirmation email. So we're going to do that in this video. And so let's head over to ClickFunnels, and we want to make sure we're in the follow-up funnel area. So let's come into follow-up funnels, and we need to go ahead and add a new follow-up funnel. So let's add that real quick. And we go ahead and name our follow-up funnel, and I recommend keeping it the same name as your list and your step and so on. So we got LM, so lead magnet, shoe coupon. So keep things organized. Group tag, this is the shoe funnel. So same group name as the list themselves. And then who's going to receive this follow-up funnel? We want it to be people on the shoe coupon list. Now there's this other checkbox here, and we could choose to send this to all people on this contact list, or we could go ahead and send it as they're added. So basically this goes like back in time, and whoever's on this list gets the email, or we probably want it as they're added. We don't want to just spam everyone the shoe coupon unless they're requesting it at this current time. So I recommend unchecking this box. But of course, it could be instances on why you check this box versus why you wouldn't. And in this case, we wouldn't check it. So create follow-up funnel. And then we have to name it. So I'm going to call this email 1. And we can go ahead and set up our applications. So there's a couple ones to choose from. We got ClickFunnels internal, and we got a few options here like add to list, remove from list, email notification, add tag, remove tag, unsubscribe contact. So hopefully you see that. There we go. On the right-hand side there. Email messenger, which is what we're going to do right here, is send emails. But also, if you have some third-party apps integrated with ClickFunnels, you could go ahead and configure that as well. So there's some cool stuff you could do in here. For example, Facebook could be a useful one where you add people to custom audiences, but you could also add people to custom audiences based off of page views and the pixel and all that other stuff. And we have a training on the Facebook pixel, so we're going to cover other ways to do it as well. But I just want to point that out there. There's some other integrations, but we're using email messenger in this particular example. All right, now we need to go ahead and set up our email. So this is our step name, which was email 1. Where we're going to send it from, we got to select our third-party integration tool. So I got MailGun set up here. From name, so I'll just say Nathan. And then we could go ahead and add some filters. So we could choose to send emails to people that meet certain conditions or not send emails to people that meet certain conditions. In this particular case, we want everyone that opts in to receive the email. So we're not going to do any filters on this email. So let's go ahead and delete that out of here. And then if we have some people queued up, it gave us a list of who's going to start getting emails, basically. And right now we have nothing going on, so it's 0. So we'll just hit next. All right, now we can go ahead and kind of write the copy for our email. So here's your shoe coupon. All right, open the email to get the coupon. And then we can go ahead and select a template. It's really cool stuff here. All self-explanatory stuff, right? So we come down here. We can edit our email now. And then we got our basic email builder. So it's WYSIWYG editor. You come in here, you click in here. So here's your shoe coupon, blah, blah, blah. I cannot type it all when I'm just joking around. And you can go through here, edit the settings, all that stuff. Make the email, customize the email, all that type of stuff. And close it out. And also, if you come up with a template that you like, you could go ahead and save email as a template, and then that way, you have your header, font colors, signature, all that stuff already saved. So I recommend taking some time to, create an email that looks nice and then save it as a template so you can use it later on. Gonna hit next now. And now we can go ahead and schedule this email. So when do we want to send it out? We want to send it right away. We want to send that coupon right after they request it. So we'll put that at 0. Send window, so we could have like a window of time when we send emails out. For this particular coupon email, we want it sent out as soon as they request it, whether it's 3 a.m. in the morning or not. But maybe if you're like a brick and mortar business and you have store hours, maybe there's like a reason that you want to only send emails during the store hours in case somebody calls or something like that. You want to be available to answer them. So definitely various reasons to add a send window in here, but for our particular case, we don't need it. So review for sending. And here's our summary. Yep, all looks good. Go ahead, hit make live and confirm. And so there we go. Our first email is set up in our funnel. So when somebody requests that lead magnet, they get added to our lead magnet list. And when they're added to that lead magnet list, it triggers this automation, this follow-up funnel, where we're going to send this first email here. You also want to make sure that this is live. There's been many times that I've accidentally left this turned off. And of course, when it's off or paused, emails don't go out. So make sure that this thing is turned on. And then of course you can see all sorts of stats and stuff like that. So you can see if your email is driving sales and getting clicks and all that stuff. So a lot of good reporting information in here. And you can also come up here and go to edit settings if you want to change your email around any. So you can basically go through that whole process again. So if you want to make some changes, you can go and do that. Let's go ahead and set up email number 2 now. So let's do a new step. And this one will just be email 2. And I'm going to select my email messenger again. And now this one's going to be to try and sell them the shoes again. So basically select the same from information, Nathan. And we're going to have a filter here. So we want to filter for people that have not purchased the shoes yet. Okay, because if they purchase the shoes, we don't want to send them another email saying, hey, go buy the shoes. We want to only send it to people that haven't bought the shoes. So let's go ahead and choose lists here. And we wanted to go ahead and do not on static list equal to, and then purchase shoes. So basically, if they're not on this list, purchase shoes, then we're going to send them the email. Now, there's other ways to do this filter. I mean, we could do it based off of the product. We could go ahead and select like never bought equal to, and then our red shoes if we wanted to do that. So we could filter based off of products purchased as well. So a couple different ways you could do the filtering. I like keeping it all the same. So I always filter based off of what lists people are on. But if you wanted to do based off of products, or you could do tags or some other method, you could do that too. But I like doing lists, keep everything, streamlined basically. So if they're not on my purchase shoes list, then they haven't purchased the shoes, because the only way to get on this list is by purchasing shoes, right? That's how I think of it. All right, so anyway, next. And then go ahead and create my email. So you didn't buy shoes yesterday. Oh no. Okay, and I could do a pre-header, select my template, and go ahead and edit my email. So it looks like you didn't buy any shoes yesterday. Be sure to use your coupon, soon. And then I can throw a link into my order form so somebody could go order their shoes, right? So, oh man, let's throw this in here. All right, that is some good email copy. Let's close it. All right, good enough. Hit next. And then I want to go ahead and trigger this particular automation 1 day later. So 1 day after they're added, we'll go ahead and trigger this. I'm not going to set up a send window. I'm going to do review for sending and go through all this stuff and make it live and confirm. All right, so now we have a couple emails. We got email 1 that's going to go out immediately, and it's going to deliver the coupon and also bring them back to the shoe sales page. So hopefully they buy the shoes. And then we have email number 2, which goes out a day later, and it also has that filter on it. So it's filtered to where it will only send to people that have not purchased the shoes, right? Because we don't want to send them a sales email for something they already bought. So we got that set up. Now let's go ahead and do the second automation over here. So if they buy something, we want to send them like an order confirmation email, right? So we can go ahead and confirm their order. So let's go to follow-up funnels and follow-up funnels again, and create a new follow-up funnel. And this one's going to be called purchase shoes. So if they purchase shoes, they're going to be added to this follow-up funnel. We want them in the shoe funnel tag. I'm going to untick this box here because I want it as it's done. I don't want to go back in time. And so if they purchase the shoes, I'm going to add them to this follow-up funnel. So create follow-up funnel. And then step name, I'll just say email 1. And then I'm going to send an email again. And send from, select my information, Nathan. And I'm going to go ahead and remove my filter. I don't need to filter anybody out in this example. Next. All right. Thank you for buying shoes. Your shoes will be shipped soon. And then I could go ahead and select my template, edit my email, and we're shipping your shoes soon. All right, cool. Save and close, and come on, scroll on down and hit next. And when do I want this to go out? I want it to go out immediately. I don't need to set up a send window, and I'll hit review for sending. And then I'm going to scroll on down here and hit make live and confirm. And so there we go. I now have an email that's going to go out when they actually buy the shoes that says, thank you for buying the shoes, confirm their order, let them know it's going to be shipped soon, maybe give them some other instructions, whatever else I want to do in that email. And of course, I want to make sure that it is live. And then as things progress, I can look at the stats and all that other cool stuff. And that is pretty much it for this video. We just set up some basic automations. So if they opt in for a lead magnet, we deliver that lead magnet, and then we try and sell them a product related to that lead magnet. And then if they buy that product, well, then we send them an order confirmation email. And in the next video, we're going to make this automation a little bit more sophisticated with some sticky one-click upsells. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and set up a sticky upsell. And so what that means is basically if somebody doesn't buy an OTO product, so they don't buy OTO2 in this example, which is our shoe cleaner, we'll send them an email and it'll link right back to our OTO2 page. And it's going to use this value called a CFUVID. And that value is unique to that customer, and it connects that customer with their payment information. So basically it can reinvigorate the OTO2 page. So that way they can do a one-click upsell without entering their payment information again. Hopefully that made some sense. Basically, it's just a way to drop a customer right in the middle of a funnel, like they're still checking out and their payment information is still saved to their accounts, so they can still do the one-click upsell. So that's what we're going to set up in this video. And also, real quick, ClickFunnels does have an article on sticky one-click upsell. So between this video here and the training over here that ClickFunnels offers, hopefully you can wrap your head around these sticky one-click upsells and how to use them and can effectively deploy them into your business. So let's get right into it. And what I want to go ahead and do is go up to my follow-up funnels, and I want to go to my purchase shoes automation. So they purchase the shoes. So this is that order confirmation email that I was sending out, and I want to add a new step to this funnel. And I want to do an email messenger, and I got to name it first, I guess. So email to and email messenger. And I'm going to select my from information and my from name. And then I'm going to set up a filter here. And I'm going to do a list filter. And I'm going to make sure they're not on a list that is equal to purchase shoe cleaner. Remember, shoe cleaner is my OTO2 product. So I want to make sure that they're not on that list. So they haven't purchased shoe cleaner. So that way I'm not sending emails to people that have already purchased the product that I'm trying to sell, right? So I'm going to make sure they're not on my list. And then I'm going to go with next. And then I'll go ahead and set up this email. So it looks like you didn't buy shoe cleaner. Don't have dirty shoes. And then select my template. And go ahead and edit my email. And I'll be like, hey there, yesterday you purchased some shoes but didn't grab any shoe cleaner. You don't want dirty shoes, do you? Click here to get the limited time discount. Thanks, Nathan. All right, so we're gonna have this right here be a link. So let me bold it and make it a link. And I want to go ahead and link over to my OTO2 page. I'm going to send them right into the middle of the funnel and copy this link and paste it in here. And then I need to come over here and grab this special little code, this little snippet here, and I need to add it to the end of my link. So then my link looks like this, my OTO2 link with the question mark CFUVID and this value information right here. So that's like the special link that, again, connects the individual's unique customer ID and their payment information all in like one go. So that way we drop them in the middle of the funnel and they'll pick up like right where they left off. And it doesn't matter what device they're on either. So they could have purchased the shoes on their desktop device, and then one day later when they get this email and they're on their mobile device, and they click this link, it'll drop them right back in the middle of the funnel, and they could do a one-click upsell from their mobile device now without logging in, without entering payment information. It's all connected with that CFUVID value. So that's where it's really cool and powerful. So now I'm going to go ahead and save it and then close it out of here, and we'll go with next. And then I do want to add a delay here. I want to wait 1 day, so I give them a day to buy the shoe cleaner or whatever, and then I'm going to do review sending, and then that all looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and make it live and confirm. And so now there we go. This follow-up funnel is now complete. The first email we send is immediately, and that's to thank them for buying the shoes. And then a day later, we're going to run a filter to make sure that they haven't purchased any shoe cleaner. And if they haven't purchased shoe cleaner, we're going to send this additional email that includes a link back to the OTO2 page, and that link includes their CFUVID value, which allows them to do one-click upsells. And again, I recommend watching this training here to help you wrap your head around this sticky upsell feature, because it is really cool and could help you sell a whole lot more products. And that is it for this video. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed the training. Now I have a quick special offer for you. So if you want a digital copy as well as an audio copy of my book here, as well as 20 pre-written emails to make your email copywriting a piece of cake. And I also have a 7-figure funnel. It's the first funnel that I built that generated over 7 figures of revenue for a small business. And the funnel includes a course on how to set it up and also how to actually sell that funnel to small businesses. So if you're interested in starting a digital marketing agency, that course and that funnel are an ideal option for you. And there's a bunch of other benefits and stuff, bonuses and stuff. Anyway, link in the description down below, or there's going to be a little button probably up here in the video if you're interested in checking it out. Yeah, just check it out if you're interested. And other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the day.